Before creating your own custom reports, you may wish to review Sage's report of the month. These reports have been created by Sage and are provided free of charge. To access these reports, there is a link on our guide that will take you directly to Sage's report library. However, you can get to this location from within Sage 200 itself. Within the Sage 200 homepage, navigate to Our Knowledge Base, and then if you scroll down to the How To section, and within there you can see the Sage 200 report library. Select that link, and if you scroll down, all of the reports created by Sage are split into module, and there you can select those links, review if there are any reports there that you would like to use. You can download them and then add them into your Sage 200 menu. You will need to log into your Sage account to download the file, and then if I select the download option, and we need to save that file within our Sage reporting folder within the company or custom folder. So remember, it's the company folder for specific company use, or the custom folder if it can be used by all of your Sage 200 companies. So I'm just going to save that within custom, reports, and purchase. And you can see that the save as type is a .report. That's fine, so then we'll just save that report. What I'll do now is I'll go through the steps to add that new report to our Sage 200 menu. We do have a guide that talks you through step-by-step how to do this, so if you do need any further guidance on these instructions, please reach out to a member of our support team. So first I'm just going to close Sage down. We'll open File Explorer and we'll go to our Sage reporting folder, and I saved that within Custom, Reports, Purchase. It's always good practice to have the file name in the back be the same as the file name in the front of the program as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that report name and use that same report name while I'm adding the feature into Sage 200. This will just make it so much easier for you and your team to find the report, or anybody on support to find that report in the background if it did need editing. I'm just going to right click to rename the file, but I'm not going to rename it. I'm going to copy the name. Now what we need to do is within System Administration, we need to create a new feature. Because that is a purchase report, I'm going to add that into Purchase Ledger. I'm going to expand that feature and expand reporting, and I'm just going to put it at this top level so that I can see it more clearly. So highlighting the reporting folder, right click, add new feature. It's asking for a name, so we will paste the name that we've just copied off the file and select OK. So you can see that feature has now been created. However, on the Targets tab, you can see that it's not actually pointing to any report. So if we did add this into the menu, it wouldn't know what to run. So we select Add, and again it wants a name, so we'll paste the name in. It asks what target type is it, so this was a report, and where does the target action live. Select on the dots, and then we need to go to where we've saved that report. So it wasn't within the default folder. We saved it to Reporting, Custom, Reports, and Purchase. Highlight the report name and select Open and Save. Now you can see that it has a target. So we've added the feature, but the feature won't automatically be picked up by people's roles. So if I knew that it needed to be added to the admin role, that would be fine. I could just go and add that feature. However, if this was a report that only certain members of staff should have, what you should do is go to the users area, find a user that you want to give this permission to, right click and go to properties, see what roles they are a member of, and then review those role names to see whether you would like to give everyone else within those roles that same feature. So I'm happy to give this new report to all of our admin team. There is only one person in there and it's me. So if I right click on the role and select features, you can see the Purchase Ledger top level folder is unticked. And if we expand that, you can see that the feature that isn't included is the Purchase Ledger 12-month net purchases report that we've just added. So tick that option to include the feature within that role, select Apply and OK. So everyone within this role now has access to that new report. However, that new feature won't automatically come through into the menu. You do need to edit the menu. Within Sage 200, if you have permission to add reports and layouts into the menu, you have this edit menu option. If we select that, the menu goes green. You can add subfolders, you can move reports and layouts up and down if you wish. I'm just going to add this feature within the reports section. So you've got 2 folders and then my report will live at the bottom of that. So when you found the level at which you want to add your report to, right click on that level when it's highlighted and select New Menu Item. Then within this target, you can find the report that you've added. It's already given it a name, and as you can see, the name now that's going to be presented in the front is the same as what it was in the back. And you can give this a custom icon. I'm going to save it with a report icon. Select OK and OK. Now you can see that that feature is now in the menu. And if we click on the little cross to exit edit mode, and if we go into where we've added that new feature, so within Purchase Ledger, Reports, the feature is now visible. And if the criteria pane loads, that's a good start. If it doesn't load, there's something wrong in the way that that file has been saved or the feature has been created. Just work through those steps again using our Add and Reports to Menu guide to see which part that you might have missed. So I'm just going to select a date on this criteria and select OK. And as you can see, it has come through with some data, which is great. Any other Sage users who share that role will need to log out of Sage and log back in to see this option within their menu and be able to run the report.